Post the content.
Go ahead and post that content.
How you ain't posted that content yet? You ain't doing nothing. You still sitting there on that content you ain't posted yet?
Now, I'm sure many of you have probably seen videos like that or have come across your timeline telling you post your content, post your content, post your content. But very seldom do I see anybody explain the reasons why it's important to keep posting your content regardless. And it's kind of basic business principles 101, especially for us designers. As I've gotten more into the business of building my business, I've learned these 3 things about marketing and advertising, and I want to share it with you guys. So the first truth is this: not everybody knows who you are.
Who are you?
And it is that repetition that we start to build relationships and build trust with people that gets them to want to come in and actually interact with us, actually want to do business with us. Now, there are some unicorns out there whose work is so great, so grand that they only need to be seen once. But for the majority of us, it's a quantity factor, not a quality factor, where we might do great work, but we have to keep putting ourselves in positions that people can see us so that they start building a relationship with us, building that trust. And I used to think that constantly posting myself, even if it's the same advertisement or same content, same piece of content, that it was annoying people and annoying my audience. But realistically, I am building that relationship with people. They get to see me more. And for the people who don't know me at all, like many of you who are watching this don't know me at all. My name is Juice Green IV. I'm a graphic designer out of the Metro Detroit area, and I work on branding and brands and event design. Yeah. But in my continued exposure, you get to know me, you get to build a relationship with me, even if it's not like direct one-on-one, but that garners your trust as you get to see my process, see what I offer, and then from there you might decide to actually work with me. And the same for you and your clients. The second thing I learned is that people might not actually need your services at the time that they see your advertisement, but they might need it later on down the line. I heard a good quote that said, post today for the client that'll need you tomorrow. And that's very true, that you could have posted something about your branding services and it could have been the greatest offer of all times, but they might not need branding services at this moment. And then maybe 2 months later, they need branding services. But if you only posted about those services once, they probably forgot about you, especially in the sea of content that we exist in right now. You have to continuously stay in people's mind, stay in the forefront of their mind for the things that they need. And that only happens with continued exposure. So continue to post, continue putting that content out. The last thing I learned, and this one's a little more harsh, is that it is a little arrogant to assume that everybody has seen every piece of content you've ever put out, even if it is your audience. Beyonce has 310 million followers on Instagram, and on average, only 1.1 million people like her content, and maybe about 10 to 20,000 people comment on it. That's like 0.37% of the people that follow her actually interact and sees her work. Now that, numbers might be a little higher on the views and they might not actually interact, but you get what I'm going here. It is 310 million people that follow her and only 1 million people interact with her. And the truth is, outside of skewed views and however the algorithms work, not everybody sees everything that you post all the time. And so you have to continue to keep posting it so that eventually they will see it. Like a personal example of this for me is I have a client that I've worked with for years and I've done a lot of photography work for. This client didn't even know I was a graphic designer. That's all I post. That's all I promote. That's all I talk about on social media. But they didn't even know that I was a graphic designer because they hadn't seen a lot of my work. They haven't seen me post enough about it. So I encourage you, continue to post, continue to show up for yourself. Consistency builds familiarity. Familiarity builds trust, and trust can lead to new leads, new clients, new relationships. So I'm gonna go ahead and parrot a lot of the other creators and say, post your content. Keep posting your content. It doesn't matter if it gets 1 view, 100 views. Keep posting your content. If you like this kind of content, hit the like button, follow if you want to get to know me, build that relationship and that trust with me, or just see more dope designs, more work, see how I do my work. Oh, and share this with another creative who keeps disappearing from their own timeline. All right, peace.